Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We ask that you silence your cell phones for the duration of the commencement services. Please take this moment to place any balloons under your chair for the consideration of the guest sitting behind you. Tonight's ceremony will be recorded and available for purchase at the East High School office. We ask that you silence your, please stand as the graduates enter. please remain standing as our Lindsay Parker leads the JROTC cadets and the presentation of colors.
Hello, everyone. Please be seated. I'm going to introduce the introducer to say the pledge. Please rise one more time.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, please be seated again. First, I would like to say good evening, everyone. I'm honored to welcome you to East High School's 95th graduation, celebrating the class of 2017. As a warrior, sorry, go ahead. All right. Now, as a warrior, you must be ready for anything can happen at any time or place, like being asked to speak at your own graduation. I took this opportunity for granted because I never thought it would ever be this amazing and humbling to stand before you as a graduate of East High School and of T College. I would like to say thank you to all those who never stopped pushing me to succeed, as well as peers who I've made friendships with that I'll never forget. I love you too, Mom. To be among these brilliant young minds is so special and truly an experience of a lifetime. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to present our principal, Mrs. Jill Crable.
and welcome to the 95th and final East High School commencement ceremony. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and student body of East High School, I'd like to welcome our parents and our distinguished guests, Dr. Badams, Mrs. Habersky, Mrs. McNair, Mrs. Alexandrovich. Thank you for being with us this evening. Before we begin our celebration, I would ask for a moment of silence for our warrior classmates that would have been walking across the stage this evening. They may be gone, but they are not forgotten, and they are definitely missed by our student body and our faculty, especially this evening. A moment of silence, please. It's a bittersweet day. You guys did it. You made it. Congratulations. Nice. Tonight we celebrate the achievements of the class of 2017. But it's bittersweet, like I said, because for the first time tonight we are graduating a class, and we must say goodbye to you, knowing that there will be no other class to replace you. In 1919, East opened as a middle school, serving approximately 1,000 7th and 8th grade students. By the year 1923, we had our first graduating class. Carl Edward Anderson had the honor of receiving the first diploma from East High. By 1969, the enrollment of East nearly doubled to 2,000. Since then, East has undergone many changes, a major one being our new building being built in 1999. We have become a diverse student body with many different cultures, traditions being shared under one roof. Since then, sadly, our enrollment has declined. Today, we again face more changes and challenges. But we, as true warriors, are eager to embrace these changes and move forward to once again demonstrate our resilience. This is the last time we will see the procession of scarlet caps and gowns walk across the stage. Tonight, a long, proud tradition draws to a close. And as a graduate of East High, myself, I am mindful of what this means to our city, our communities, and most importantly, what it means to our students. Simply put, the fact that we celebrate tonight the last graduating class of East High demonstrates to me, and should demonstrate to us all, that our kids, our community, our city, and yes, this school embodies what it means to be resilient. A wise man once said that our greatest glory lies not in never failing, because we're all going to fail, but in rising up each time we fail. To me, that is the definition of resilience. It means we bounce back from our setbacks. We keep going. We stay strong. It means we refuse to give up. It means we endure. And that is what I will remember when I think of this, and indeed all of our East High warriors. The enduring strength of our memories, our achievements, our missteps, and the work we've done to overcome our missteps. I will remember this, how this graduating class of 2017 stood steadfast in the face of turmoil and upheaval to remain focused on the task of carrying on their studies. They pressed forward, resilient to achieve academically, athletically, artistically, and vocationally. For this, these should be commended. To the class of 2017, I challenge you today to remember this resilience in the days to come. You have found it. Now keep it and continue to use it. The road to success is never an easy one, and the ability to keep going when things are hard is going to be what separates you from your peers. For the rest of us, the East High community these graduates leave behind, and the Erie community at large, I challenge you to take a lesson from these graduates. Remember in the days to come how they endured through uncertainty. Remember how they refused to give in. Remember their warrior pride, their spirit, their will to press on. Remember their resilience. Seniors, soon-to-be graduates, you are the final class of East High School. Carl Anderson was the first to graduate, and Aldalfi Yearby, you are going to be our last warrior to do so. So to you, the 95th and final class, graduating class of East High School, I thank you for your efforts. I congratulate you on your achievements, and I wish you all the best. And at this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Badams.
Almost the same age. Good evening, everyone. So as Mrs. Crable said, this is a class that has exhibited incredible resilience, and I'd say that about all of our students in this district, given what we've all had to endure over the last several years. And tonight, though, is a celebration, but even as we celebrate, there is no denying that tonight's all about change. So it's impossible for me to stand here and not acknowledge the huge change facing East High School. In 1965, same year I was born, there were nearly 23,000 students enrolled in Erie's 4 high schools. 23,000. Today there are about 11,300, fewer than half as many students as existed even as we had our traditional 4 high schools. We just can't continue to avoid the inevitable here. And the one fact that I would challenge in Mrs. Crable's speech is the word last and final. Because there is a chance that if Erie experiences growth, that one day East High could reopen as a high school. And where I'll agree with her 100% is that it's resiliency that would allow Erie to then re-expand, reopen its doors on the high schools, on Strong Vincent, if we could get our population to grow. That's a challenge I throw out to this class and to our entire community, even as I prepare to leave. This city's on the verge of something wonderful. This school district, believe it or not, is on the verge of something wonderful. And if we can turn Erie into a growing city instead of a shrinking city, we'll need that additional capacity. But since the doors were open 98 years ago as a middle school, East has been in continuous operation since then as a high school. And despite what many say, as they talk about what's happening to our district, East is not closing. East is changing. The halls of East High School next year, trust me, will be very much alive with the voices and energy of almost 1,000 middle schoolers. Those of you who teach are probably shuddering at that notion. But almost 1,000 6th through 8th graders will be in the halls of the newly constituted East Middle School. Its classrooms will be alive with the work of teachers and students preparing for their own transitions to new high school programs and unified sports teams, forging a new identity out of this adversity, exhibiting once again that resilience. What also won't change is East High's long and proud and storied history, nor the mark that the class of 2017 has made upon that history. What I'd ask all of you to do for the next few minutes, though, transcends Erie's history, transcends East High's history. I'd like you to think really about your last 4 years of high school, actually your last 13 years of your education. And for a moment, not think so much about East High's pending transition. Think about what you really learned. Why did we make you come here day in and day out, whether you wanted to or not, for 720 days of high school? Why do we make such a big deal about this day, about graduation? I've argued, I think this is my 31st graduation since I've been with the district that I've spoken at. But I would argue, and I've argued with every single class going back that far, that the reason that you spent all that time, 13 years, becoming educated is far more important than getting the right number of credits to earn your diploma. In fact, since you're very, very close to graduating tonight, I can share a little secret. Believe it or not, your education has not been about your PASA scores or your keystones or the SAT or the PSAT or any of the other tests you've taken. It's not been about your grades or your GPAs, though sometimes it sure seems that way. The real reason that our state requires that you attend school is because over 200 years ago, our nation's founders realized that in order for our democracy to survive, we need an educated citizenry. Knowledge is truly power. Their fear was that if our society was uneducated, that a tyrant could arise, that our citizens could be taken advantage of and subjugated, mistreated. That's why both sides of government, both parties in government, dating all the way back to the founding of our country, agreed on one thing, that the education of our people is absolutely essential to the survival of our democracy. That's why your parents attended school. That's why anyone here who has lived in this country through their entire childhood had to attend school. In some countries, and I'm sure there are people in this room who can attest to this, some places school is something that you have to pay for. It's not something that's guaranteed to you. And in other countries, the only schools are those run by charitable organizations. And in countries in turmoil, very often, there are no schools at all, no formal schools. You here in America are free to use what you've learned in any way you choose. And no matter what decisions you make tomorrow or thereafter, nobody can take your East High School education away from you. That's yours. In the years to come, politicians of every brand and type will attempt to convince you of their versions of reality in order to get your vote. We hope that you use what you've learned at East High to be an informed voter. Marketers will invest billions of dollars on advertising designed to convince you that you need more or better stuff. We hope you use your East High education to be an informed consumer. And the older you get, the more responsibility you're likely to acquire. So we hope that you use what you've learned, both in and out of class at East High, to take your place in society and our economy, to be a good husband or wife, father or mother, neighbor. Your graduation tonight is our insurance. All of those who have already been through this ceremony, all of those of us who are long past our graduation days, will rely on you. And this graduation is in many ways a celebration that we're proud that you're going to be taking over. The problems that we all face today will be yours to solve. And we have the utmost faith in you. So just as our founding leaders intended, your graduation is our nation's insurance that we'll all continue to enjoy the blessings of liberty. So tonight we celebrate you, and tonight Mrs. McNair will officially grant you a greater measure of freedom. Tomorrow you'll no longer be obligated to attend school. In our Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson asserted that we're endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's that last one that I'd like to focus on tonight. In your newfound freedom as graduates of East High School, I hope you find both great joy and great meaning in your own pursuit of happiness. On behalf of the administration, the board of directors, and all of the families in this room, I'd like to thank Mrs. Crable, Mr. Mifsud, Mr. Carner, all of your outstanding East High teachers and staff for taking such great care in preparing the class of 2017 to help you build that resilience. And graduates, please know that we're all proud of you, we'll miss you, and we wish you nothing but the best as you leave us. Congratulations, class of 2017. It's now my sincere pleasure to introduce your valedictorian, Miss Medina Kleino.
Good evening, honored guests, administration, teachers, friends, families, and class of 2017. I am honored to have the privilege of speaking before you today. I would like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Medina Kleino. I moved to Erie with my parents 16 years ago from my hometown, Sarajevo. My parents did not have the opportunity to further their education because of various circumstances, but I was much more fortunate. I will be attending Gannon University in the fall. One thing that I've learned over the past 13 years is that, as Sophocles once said, success is dependent on effort. We all define success differently. Lao Tzu said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. A lack of success only becomes failure when you allow it to defeat you. Never succeeding in a goal is not a failure. Giving up without truly trying is. But what is the difference between school and life? In school, you're taught a lesson and given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. We may not always reach our goals immediately, but we must strive each day to move forward. Some of us will continue our education at a college, university, or technical school. Some of us will serve in the military, Navy, Air Force, or Army, and some of us will join the workforce. Success is a journey, not a destination. The best kind of people are the ones that come into your life and make you see the sun where you once saw clouds. I have always dreamed of going to college, but have never known how I could get there. I was very blessed to have the help and support from the East High School Go College program in making my dreams come true. The Go College program is an organization that helps students pursue their college dreams. Go College has been by my side every step of the way, from the first workshop freshman year to the split second of turning in my deposit senior year. From taking off to a college to academic tutoring, Go College has always provided assistance and support to all students. With the help of a program that was once taunted, ridiculed, and made fun of, I was able to apply to colleges, apply for financial aid, and in the end, decide where I was going to go to school. I was even given the opportunity to take classes at a local college through dual enrollment, from which I now have 27 college credits. But Go College is much more than a program. It is a place that many of us seniors have called home for the past 4 years. I can't count the number of times that I've talked to Mr. Hicks about something going on outside of school. And what did he do? He listened and gave advice. But what is devastating is that one day I walked into their office and found them tearing the room apart because East High would turn into East Middle the following school year. I urge the Erie School District to allow this program to continue in the new high schools so that they can keep providing help and support to future college students. As much as you are thinking about the number of students in the classroom, you have to think about their futures. And with Go College, I am sure that they will prosper. I have not yet encountered a counselor that was as kind, passionate, knowledgeable, and caring as Mr. Hicks. I would like to thank Mr. Hicks, Ms. Priestap, and the Go College program for supporting, encouraging, and believing in us. These 13 years could not have been possible if it was not for our families, educators, and administration. One book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. In Mr. Bonniger's class, I fell in love with math. In Ms. Pomorski's class, I gained confidence in my abilities. And in Ms. Levinson's class, I learned that one person can change the world. We may not remember everything you said, but we will remember how special you made us feel. Thank you for helping us bloom. I want to thank Dr. Badams, Ms. Crable, Mr. Carner, Mr. Bifsid, and administration for keeping us safe and leading us on the right path to be here today. I want to thank my parents, a mother who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take, and a father who gave me the greatest gift anyone could give another person. He believed in me. There is no better friend than a sister, and Almina, you are the best sister. I know that I will never forget the incredible moments we have spent together at East High. Ahead of us is life. Ahead of us stand all the years we have yet to live, the experiences we have yet to know. It has been an honor to spend the last 4 years with you. I wish you all the very best. Go Warriors. And now, I would like to introduce our Salutatorian, Munir Al-Khalid.
Thank you, Medina. Good evening, Dr. Badams, school board members, Principal Crable, Assistant Principal Mr. Carner, and Mr. Mipsy, guiding counselor, teachers, parents, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Munir Khalid, and it's an honor to speak to all of you today. First, I would like to thank our teachers because they are the reason we have reached this point today. Thank you for your patience, for your salvation, for your respect, and for your dedication to work. Yes, we know it was your job to do it, but what you all did for us went beyond the call of duty. Your job was to explain, listen, and give us the homework. But you were more than that. You listened to our problems, support us to develop ourselves, and you expected things from us that we did not think we could achieve, like write a sonnet or poem or solve long, weird equations. You shared your knowledge and challenged us to be more critical and thoughtful thinker, because that's the ultimate prize. You demanded excellence from us whether or not we wanted to give it. Thank you again, teachers, for your effort. And I really want to thank Mr. Hicks and everyone who works in Go College office. Go College office was not just an official office at the school. It became like a home, because there we found a lot of things that helped us during our 4 years at East High School. They were here to help all students and support them by providing workshops that focus on building the skills required to succeed in high school, college, and life. They offer tutoring to all students at East High and even giving us college application waivers. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You were with me since I came to East, starting as a sophomore until senior year. When I first became a senior, I had no clue about what I would have to do to be ready to graduate, like filling out FIA form or applying for colleges. Everything was a blur, but they were there to help me and make everything clear and understandable. And I think it's important and useful to each school to have an office like Go College. Mr. Hicks tried a lot to keep us on the right track for graduation Without his help, some of us might not be graduating today. You always believe in us. Thank you. To our To our parents, thank you for your support. It is impossible to count the ways you have helped us. Thank you for always being by our side. We owe so much gratitude and appreciation for the two people who have given us so much of themselves. On a personal note, I want to thank my parents. They have done a lot for their children. They have demonstrated that with the great sacrifice come great rewards. They sacrificed their career, our home and heritage to ensure our safety. Everything I achieve is for them and thus alone, because they are always proud of me and have never lost faith in me. After everything they did it for me. I must put their needs above my own. I will not forget my three sisters, my role model Michelle, Marawi, and Duha. And of course, thanks to our guiding counselor, Mr. Nelson, for his help, for his support, and being by our side during the 4 years. Today is very sweet. My influence on this day seems from the very fact this ceremony marks the end of East High School. This ceremony is going to evoke a lot of feeling of sadness because this is the last graduation of our beloved school, feeling of joy because we are the class of 2017 who has the honor of being the last graduating class from East High School. But as we move forward after today, we should not forget that we are East High warriors, and once a warriors, always a warriors. I almost done it, sorry. Every person here has gone through many stages in life and has changed their concept and way of thinking to make them what they are now. There are many decisions that must be made. Every decision you make in your life affects your future in some way. But there is one decision that you can be sure you will never regret, making the decision to follow your passion. Find your passion, whatever it may be. Become it and let it become you. And you will find that great things happen for you, to you, and because of you. And there is a quote says, figure out your passion and success will follow you. Without passion, art is useless. Never underestimate the power of passion. We have been through too much to stop now. Everything we passed through made us strong, hopeful, and people who take nothing for granted. And I know these qualities are going to be what we need to achieve our dreams. We are the warriors, and we are the class of 2017, ready to graduate, ready to walk across the stage, and ready to receive our diploma from East High School. Congratulations, class of 2017, we did it. And I would like to introduce Mr. Carner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have the unique opportunity to be the cheerleader for these fine young men and women that are sitting in front of you. I encourage you to turn to page 7 in your programs. On page 7, you will notice our students who have received scholarships to schools both in our community and outside our community. The total of the scholarships that these students have received exceeds $873,000. This money is well invested in the future of these young minds, and I encourage them to utilize that money wisely and to continue on and do your very best. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Angela McNair, one of our school board members, to graduate our first graduates.
Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to be here, and in spite of the situation, I'm excited to see so many young people with so much potential sitting in front of me, getting ready to start their new beginnings. By the power duly vested in me as a member of the Board of School Directors of the City of Erie, and upon the certification by the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. J. D. Badams, and the Principal of East High School, Ms. Jill Crable, that the members of this senior class have satisfactorily completed the requirements for a diploma as determined by the local Board of Directors in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I hereby declare the members of this class of 2017 of East High School officially graduated. I am honored to present this diploma to the valedictorian of this class, representing all members of this class. Medina Clino, it is my pleasure to present you with this diploma, which certifies that you have completed your high school training. Congratulations to you and each of your fellow class members.
This is it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to announce to you this list of graduates of East High School class of 2017. The East High graduating class of 2017, Batula Abdi. Hanan Abdul Hussein. Ibrahim Aden. Michelle Al-Khaled, cum laude. Salutatorian, Manair Al-Khaled, summa cum laude. Awatif Al-Tai, magna cum laude. Elaine Arahama. Graduating with high honors, Alexander Aranda. Selena Liz Aranda. Malaya Faith Arrington, cum laude. Bradley Baldwin. Deontay Barnes. Kem K. Bassnett. Hugo Becerra. Fikre Burhi. Lakshmi Bomjan. Jackwandarius Boykin. Bomani Branson. Elizabeth Burks. Destiny Kane. Jaden Calipo. Jawan Carr. Shirjana Chawan. Rashawn Clinton. Dominique Coleman. Brandon Connors. Sierra Dancy, magna cum laude. Hina Dangal, cum laude. Isaiah De Jesus. LaQuasia Dorsey. Shaitis Dorsey. Jayshawn Gamble. Taki S.A. Gamble. Zach Goodman. Teriasha Gore. Aaliyah Janice Gregory. Ramond Jupri Gregory. Haley Grove. Graduating with honors, Tara Guth, magna cum laude. Sina Haidari. Latravion Hall. Marquan Hall. Hawa Hassan. Kaltuma Hassan. Cadiz Heidelberg. Emily Hollenbeck. Tamara Marie Holmes. Courtney R. Holman. Sharanda M. Hubbard. Delilah F. Hull. Tanasia Nije Hurt. Johara A. Ibrahim. Niosaba Immaculate. Zavamar Jimenez Burgos. Griffin Johnson. Kiasha N. Johnson. Jalea Jones. Jamaica D. Jones. Chevelli A. Jones. Sia Jr. Graduating with high honors, Kabila Cabarol. Graduating with high honors, Allah Kareem, summa cum laude. Danielle T. Keith Jr. Urash Kadka. Juma Kiza Bizabi. Valedictorian, graduating with high honors, Medina Clino, summa cum laude. Deshanique Lopez. Aaliyah Latice Lucas. Lizzie P. Lucas. Santosh Maji. Amira Mateen. Christopher Matha. Eves Mayele. Alexis McCullum. Alyssa McLaurin, magna cum laude. Sean Parker McMillan. Ian McNeil. Bakari S. McQueen. Rawati Mishra. Leela M. Moffitt Clanton. Mohammed A. Mohammed. Damber Monger. Mustafa Muhammad. Nasteo Marsal. Aline Namutereza. Hari Naupani. Arby Newell, the fourth. Graduating with high honors, Shamsi Mohammed Nur, cum laude. Angelica Maria Orjales. Rafael Ortiz. Saddam Osman Omar. Kiera Shante Overton. Roger William Parch III. Jamal Phillips. Nirmala Pokrail. Anjita Rai. Buddha Rai. Indra Rejmi. Kwani Lavon Latrell Roberts. Dearius Robison. Anastasia Rodriguez. Abdallah Salah. Maria G. Saldana Garnica. Shay L. Shank. Fatima Ali Sharif. Alexis Spain. Megan Stegmeyer. Pooja Subedi. B. Tamang. Chamili Tamang, cum laude. Deepshika Tamang. Jessica Tharp McCreary. Om Timsina, cum laude. Taylor Jewel Vicky. Isaac Gabriel Villegas Macias. Graduating with honors, Carly Williams, cum laude. Dion Williams. Tyler Williams. Adolph Yaribe. Graduates, if you will rise and remain standing. In a long-standing tradition signifying that you have completed your ascribed studies, it is my pleasure to inform you that you may now shift your tassels from the right to the left, informing the world that you are indeed East High graduates. Congratulations. You may be seated, graduates. Congratulations.
Who's got the best voice?
At this time, I'm being bum rushed by the honors group, who would like to invite you to refer to your commencement ceremony programs for the words and the final singing of the East High School song.
Wait,